Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a black nerd with a review for you, Bloody Reviews. Today I'm reviewing Tomb Raider. Time to find out if I like this video game turned into a movie or if I will be a Raider hater. I'm gonna give you the good, I'm gonna give you the bad, I'm gonna give you the nerdy. And if you like watching me review movies, make sure you subscribe to this channel. The plot of Tomb Raider is this. This is the plot. This is the plot of Tomb Raider. That's the plot. Best synopsis ever. First, the good. I gotta give props to Alicia Vikander, man. She does a great Lara Croft. There will always be a special place in my heart for Angelina Jolie. She will always be my Lara. But I like how Alicia Vikander plays Lara Croft. She's serious, but not too serious, so she actually has fun with the character. You can tell that she's a fan of the character and that she wants to have the best representation of her on screen, and I feel like she was great. She's great as the character with just dialogue, and she's definitely great as the character with action. You see her punching, fighting, kicking, climbing, all that kind of stuff. She was great in the movie. And some elements of the story of the movie also are as good with her. Other elements, no, but but the elements that were really good. I also had a lot of fun watching what's his name, Walter Goggins in this movie. He's the bad guy in this movie, in this hit picture, and it's just funny to watch him because he is so stoic, acting so serious about some of the most ridiculous things you could ever say coming out of your mouth. And I always love that. I always love when a movie has cheesy dialogue, but takes the cheesy dialogue seriously. So it comes off at this point of like, y'all know this is silly, right? But I appreciate you trying to make some seriousness out of this silliness. And I love that everyone has bug eyes in this scene. Like anytime there's something they want to see from a distance that looks really cool, everyone does this. If there was ever an Oscar for best eyeballs, Tomb Raider, you'd win. Surprise, surprise, this movie is at its best when it's based on this. When it's based on the video game, this movie is good. Yes, there's danger, yes, there's drama, but we're here for the action. And when the movie delivers that action, it's a lot of fun. I know a lot of times I say that superhero movies or action movies need to have those points of story to make it not just be a whole big action fest. But I think if there's one type of movie where you can expect or want a lot more action than story, it's probably a video game movie. The experience of playing the video game without actually playing the video game, but still feel as action-packed. And then of course when you get into the tombs and there's all the puzzles and all that kind of stuff, that was really cool to see. I mean, obviously that's a big part of Tomb Raider. So when all that is taking place, I enjoyed it. Now for the nerdy. Not only does this movie get inspired by the video game, but there are literally direct reference scenes from the video game in the movie. The scene with the boat, there's a scene with an airplane that's on a waterfall, there's a part where she has to sneak into a camp while people are walking by, and you're like, oh shoot, that's awesome. Whether you played the game or not, you're gonna really feel like that those are direct rips from the video game, and I thought that was pretty impressive because some of them are almost shot for shot. Yeah, you can see the cut scenes in the video game, but it was kind of neat to see how they were able to shoot something in the movie, because when you think about it, in a cutscene, it's graphics. You can pretty much do whatever. So to be able to try to replicate that as much as you can into a movie, that's pretty impressive. Felt like a big time grand adventure, or semi-grand adventure. It could have been grander, but the adventure I got was at least adventuresome. So that's when this movie is really good, when you can tell it's directly taking materials from the video game as its inspiration for the movie. And that happens from the boat all the way to the end. The problem with this movie is everything that happens before the boat. For some reason, the movie was like, nah, even though you got hours of gameplay and hours of story in this video game, we're Hollywood. We still have to add some extra backstory to Lara. So let's make it where she's rich, but she doesn't want to take her money yet. So she's working odd jobs. We get to watch her deliver food or fight in a boxing ring or have a bike race where they like have paint on the ground and then people have to chase her. All right, let's have her go to the docks before she finds the boat and have some punk kid steal her wallet, and then they pull a knife out on her and try to act all dangerous when they look like a freaking boy band. Movie, we don't need this. Yeah, man, when Tomb Raider becomes Tomb Raider, it's pretty enjoyable, but for some reason they just have this 20 to 30 minutes or so that really wasn't necessary. I mean, you could set up who Lara Croft is really quick and just get to the stuff we want to get to. I'm not saying don't have any story, but I'm just saying that this stuff was unnecessary filler. Hollywood, when you get something like this to turn into a movie, don't feel like you gotta add a bunch more. Like, a lot of it's already in here. You can just use a lot of this stuff. I feel like if you would have got rid of some of that stuff in the first part of the movie, you could have saved that time to put some more in the actual Tomb Raider portion of Tomb Raider. I don't need to see Lara ride a bike. When you make the Paperboy movie, then you can have all the bicycles you want. There's also some parts where Lara Croft runs really fast and it looks like she's CGI running. I can't really tell if that was just cheap CGI or if that was them referencing the video game, kind of like Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I said the same thing. In fact, that's probably Lara Croft or Tomb Raider's biggest issue, is that they came out after Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, because you almost could look at this movie and go, well, this is like Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, except Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle made fun of this and was funnier. Well, to be fair though, Tomb Raider has some funny moments. Don't know if they were intentionally funny, but still funny. So every time a video game movie comes out, the big question is, does this break the video game movie curse? And I can say without a doubt that Tomb Raider is okay. But I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed my time. I had fun watching it. I had fun watching it with my friends. Yeah, there's some parts that could have been better, but I really did have a good time with the movie. There were parts where I laughed. Again, not always intentional means of laughing, but I laughed. There were parts where I was like, oh shoot, oh dang, look at that move. So for that, I do appreciate Tomb Raider, but it will never be the best video game turned into movie of all time for me. That honor will always and forever go to Super Mario Brothers. Come at me, come at me, come at me. You know you like that movie. You hate it, but you probably watched it like 15 times, right? Exactly. Let me know if you're going to go see Tomb Raider, and if you did see it, let me know what you thought about it. And if there's ever any movie you want me to review, whether it's on the big screen or even on Netflix or whatever, let me know in the comments. I always appreciate your suggestions. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel and also ring that bell to be notified of future videos that I make. Be part of that squad by the bell. I live like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000.